Good morning, guys. Welcome to another Dirty Services video. This is our new job site for the next probably about 2 weeks. We've got a 25 by 40 building going in. It's going to be a block foundation, concrete slab floor, and we've got to prep the site. We got to get all this topsoil cut off. They already had a tree logging company out here, cleared all the trees out. They were supposed to have ground through the bottom of the stumps. We're going to find out here really soon when I dig out these stump holes. Got to get the ground ready, get everything that's soft scraped off, and then we're going to start laying out the building, start digging out for the footers, and hopefully tomorrow have an inspection, and then it's scheduled for tomorrow afternoon. Today's Monday, so Tuesday afternoon we've got an inspection scheduled. Wednesday, hoping to be pouring the footers, and then Thursday they're gonna be laying some block, and then that'll be it for this video. Next video is gonna be backfilling the foundation on the outside to get our perimeter drain in, get it covered up, and then backfill the inside of the foundation, get it ready for concrete, maybe even put some mesh and vapor barrier in there. So stay tuned. We got a couple cool videos coming on this project. We are actually building, or I'm contracted to build this building from the ground up, with the exception of brick and overhead doors. They've got somebody to do all that, but I'm doing everything else. So we'll see how this project goes. Well, here's what we're looking like. We got a little bit of maybe either a stump ball or some pretty serious roots there. Same thing right where Steve's at. We're trying to save this stake for a little bit longer until we get enough clear we can set some other stakes. I was told it's the front corner. I'm pretty sure we're gonna shift the whole building over a couple feet that way, but I don't know for sure yet. If we don't, we still need to cut out about 5 or 8 feet over there, and we do still need to take it about 5 to 8 feet further back. But we're making some progress. Probably gonna have a lot of people already in the comments saying either you need to put a tooth bucket on the skid steer or need to have a dozer for that. And you're not wrong on either of those, but I don't have either of those. And to be honest, even if I had a tooth bucket on the skid steer, I'd probably still do it the same way. I kind of like being able to just pick through with the excavator, get the pieces thrown off to the side and move on. Right, Steve? Yes, sir. Right, Steve. So we're gonna keep trying to get this topsoil cut off, and then hopefully once this next time lapse is over, we'll have it all out and start laying out the building and maybe figure out some elevations. All right, finally got the stump that didn't get ground and the stump that got mostly ground out of the way. Everything around it's all flat. Obviously we don't want to fill in a hole and have a soft spot under the foundation. So we're going to try to get the perimeter staked out. I think we've already got the high side corners. We need to get our cross square, get our 2 bottom stakes in, and make sure that we are in the right spot with the homeowner. And then hopefully we'll be ready to start digging out the foundation. All right, Steve's getting some offset stakes put out. We're gonna pull these inside stakes. Oh, we're getting there though. So the far, not this one, but that one is set to our finished floor height. So let's see, down here, this corner, we need about 2 inches of fill to be 10 inches above the bottom of the footer. Those numbers probably don't make a whole lot of sense to you, but it's an 8-inch tall footer, and I don't want to have to form it. I want to just dig it out. So I'm going to lay about 2 inches of material just on this area right here, and it's nothing structural, it's just forming in the concrete. Other than that, I think we've got everything ready, everything set. We got to paint our lines. I think what I want to do, I don't know how this is going to work, but I want to dig it with a 3-foot bucket, give a courtesy space on the inside of the dig, inside of the foundation, dig it out with a 3-foot bucket, and then come back along with the 18-inch bucket and dig my footers with that. Hopefully that works out nice. I don't know. I'm used to normally digging monolithic slabs, but we're gonna figure it out one way or another. All right, guys, we have got our, I don't know what the term everybody's going to want to hear is, but my term is going to be our courtesy dig is dug. So we are approximately 10 to 12 inches above the bottom of the footer. All right, back to what I was saying before the battery died again. This whole stretch, a horseshoe shape, is 10 to 12 inches above the bottom of the footer. So that'll allow us to go down to the bottom of the footer, basically use the dirt to form the sidewalls of the footer. It's going to be a little tricky across that stretch. We'll have to measure it out. I might have to pack just a little more dirt in there to hold the concrete in. But for today, we need to get all these spoils moved around, open up the job site because we've got block delivering in the morning. Steve's working on cleaning out the dig of all of the branches, and we'll see what we do after that.
Clear, root-free path.
I know, Steve. You did a great job. Almost looks like a rainstorm came through. I'm actually sweating for once. Steve's now, he's got his sleeves tucked up so you can't see it. He did a great job. Cleared out the path. So we ended up, once we got our courtesy dig cut down to what we wanted, we reset our stakes inside to mark out the 4 corners of our footer. So now the center of that string line, we're gonna dig an 18-inch wide trench. Plans call for a 16-inch wide footer. I'm digging it with an 18-inch bucket. I don't have a 16-inch bucket, so that's what we're using. And we're marked out. So he's gonna get the string line pulled out, maybe paint it. We've got predicted 80% rain tomorrow morning at 7:30 or 8. I don't know if we're gonna get it or not. We're supposed to get rain Friday and Saturday. We didn't get any of it. So we're gonna do what we can. get everything ready. We're gonna clean up the site, clean up all of our dirt around it. If we don't get rain in the morning, we're gonna dig the footers, get our rebar in quick, so that way when the inspector gets here, we're ready to go, hopefully pass our inspection. Is that a bird or somebody with a whistle?
It's a bird.
That's a weird sounding bird. But yeah, that's what we're looking like. So we're gonna have block. Basically our block is gonna be on the center of the string is the center of our block. So our string is actually 4 inches in every direction. So it's a 40-foot wall, stake to stake. We only have 39'4" to account for that. There's a bunch of different ways this could have been done. That's just what I thought was the easiest. It's what we're gonna go with. I think it's gonna work out. Yeah. Well, today's kind of an exciting day. Not anything fun, just a lot of stuff going on. We've had the blocks deliver, and I wasn't even thinking about it. They are not on a pallet. So we had to, oh, here's the road. My truck's way over there. Private road coming through here. We had to get him backed up to my truck, turned around, backed up the driveway, across the concrete, all the way back into here. Took a little time, but the struggle with it is 10:30, 10:45. We've got an inspector coming at 2 to check out our footers and rebar, and we've got supposedly rain coming from 11 to 12. So fighting some weather, or fighting some time crunches. We've got 25, 40, and 25 dug. We've got one 40-foot stretch left. Hopefully we can get that knocked out before this rain gets here. And then in between rain and afterwards, we're gonna get my truck up here with the rebar and hopefully get some rebar put in. I can't do a skid steer. About 10 feet from it. Are you putting your pants down? Nope. All right, we got the truck and trailer with the rebar up here. Our footers are dug. Our block is in place. Our laser is set up to top of the footer. Now we're gonna get some rebar put in. We're gonna just check in once we're done. All right, passed our inspection. We are good to pour. It is only 2 something in the afternoon, but we are heading out of here. We've got equipment fueled up. The footer's ready. The concrete transfer bucket is on the skid steer, and concrete is scheduled for 10:30 tomorrow. So still need to figure out if I can move some of the stone back there to give a little more room for the concrete truck. Right over there, that's what I'm talking about. Other than that, we're ready to pour. So see you guys back then. Hey guys, we're back. New day, new us. I don't know, really. Seems not feeling much better. But figured I'd show a little bit more of the rebar that we did. We've got 2 half-inch bars all the way around. We've got 5 feet spacing on our chairs. So we've got the plans call for a 16-inch wide footer. We dug this with an 18-inch wide bucket. Doesn't hurt to have a little more than a little less. All of our pins, so it's supposed to be 8 inches deep, so we're maintaining no less than 8 inches anywhere. Some spots it might be upwards of 10, 11 inches. I think there was 2 spots we were about 2 inches low. But again, our rebar is up at the height that we need. Inspector was happy with it. Passed with no issues yesterday. All of our pins are set to the height of the top of the footer, and then we've also got our laser set up and ready just to be able to recheck, double check as we're going. They brought all the block in. That went well. They got all set where we need. I don't know why I wasn't thinking. I was originally anticipating it being on pallets, but it's not. So something to take into consideration if you're doing something like this. But yeah, it's looking good. I'm gonna get this set up on a time lapse up on top of the excavator. I might be using the skid steer with the express steel concrete transfer bucket that is currently borrowed, not mine, but I haven't used this one in particular before. This one has the hydraulic ram. The one that we used to own had a chute that came up to the height of the top. It was difficult to see, difficult to use. Couldn't control how fast it was coming out. I've been told this one's way better. We'll find out. So yeah, concrete should be here in 28 minutes. So we're gonna get ready, be ready, and hopefully the camera will be rolling the whole time. All right, truck just left. Let's see if I can get that unplugged. Truck's gone, got it poured, and I think it turned out pretty nice. Oh, looks good. We're well within tolerances. We had the laser going the whole time, which I don't know, might be a little overkill, but I'd rather take a little time, make sure we do it as right of a job as we can. Steve's got a small section where we started out. He's kind of cleaning up for me. Maybe that's just payback because he never got his boots dirty at all. Didn't even get a single drop of concrete on him. But
you gonna tell them how you intentionally put it on your boots just to make it look like you do something?
Okay, Steve. Okay. No, turned out good. We just had a little area where we started that we didn't quite trowel it out wide enough. So he kind of just hit over that area once. And we don't really want it to be perfectly smooth. We want to give something for the block to kind of grab onto. That's probably getting a little smoother than we need, but there's no way to avoid it to accomplish what we want. Our obvious fear is if it's more narrow than what we need, having to chip concrete off for the block to sit in. Obviously we want the block to sit right in the middle of our footer and be well supported. So I think we've got that accomplished. We're gonna get our stuff picked up, get out of here after he's done. And let's see, next day, which is like 5 seconds from now in this video, is gonna be probably the end of the foundation, the end of the block. Block guys are coming Friday. It's subbed out, I'm not doing that. Not gonna act like I'm laying them. He's coming in Friday, today's Wednesday. And probably get a little video once they're done. Well guys, it's been a couple days since I've recorded here. But the block guys got all the block in and it's slowly starting to take some shape. They got all 6 courses set. And Steve got started on the backfill yesterday. We had 5 loads sitting in this area. I think we're down to about 2.5 or so. He got the drain tile all the way around the perimeter, stone up to within a foot of the surface, and got a head start on the inside. It's looking good though. Looking good. Slowly getting there, slowly taking shape. So back here I told him just get a couple courses above the drain outlets over there. We're gonna have to, as we rob that dirt, cover it up and then it'll daylight out. But we're gonna slowly start bringing dirt up to the building, which is what my task is gonna be in the excavator. Steve's gonna get in the skid steer, start grabbing all of that stone and throwing it inside of the building. And I'll knock down the piles with the excavator and we'll keep compacting in small lifts. See where that takes us. Well, the pile of stone is almost gone and we're making some progress on backfill. I have not been recording because, to be honest, we're just trying to get it done. I feel like a lot of this is some rather monotonous work that might not be very interesting. But we're within, I think we decided about 12 inches of grade, which on 25 by 40 by 12 inches comes out to, what we say, 3 triaxles. So I'm gonna get 2 more loads of 8s, 1 load of 11s. Put the 11s on the top to give it a nice screed. For right now, I'm gonna leave Steve to rake the rest of this out. Run the plate compactor over it. I'm gonna walk out the half-mile walk to the truck because it's a pain in the butt to get the trailer back up in here. And go out, get the truck, go get the triaxle, and bring at least 1 load of 8s back with me. Straighten out. Straighten your wheel. Oh. Yeah. Yeah. Yep, that's what we go through with every load on this job. So that was load 9, I think. So I had 5, 6, 7, might have been load 8, I don't know. It's the second load of 11s we've got. We're within roughly 4 inches of grade on the pad. It's a very rough 4 inches because I raked this one. Steve's out the first half of today. Hopefully he'll be here in the afternoon. But we've got 2 loads of 11s, the excavator, and we need to get it in here, spread out, and compacted. And hopefully we'll be ready for some concrete. Well guys, this is what we look like. I don't know, the last time I recorded, I don't remember what I was showing, but it's been a hectic couple weeks. 2 days ago we finished the prep work. So we have, I think 8 loads. I'll try to put it up on the screen if I do the math. But we've got, I think 7 loads of 8s and then a load of 11s over top. And I would say it looks pretty darn good. We are 4 inches below the top of concrete everywhere. Steve is gonna hit it one last time with a compactor. We've got a nice lip at the opening to have good amount of concrete there. And then today's Saturday. I was supposed to be working on a driveway job today, but it's raining, so here we are. Trying to just get some equipment moved to make up for the lost time. Monday, he's gonna be here. He's gonna put all the vapor barrier out flat on the pad, pack it, probably rake it, just fine tune it just a little bit. And then he's gonna get the 20 panels of grid put in. And then we'll be pouring concrete. So I think the next video up, or the next clip that you're gonna see should be us pouring concrete. So hope to see you there in 5, 4. Just kidding, guys. It's only like actually 5 seconds later. I just want to show the backside. It's looking pretty good. So we had this, we have 6 courses, so 48 inches plus the 8-inch footer. The 8-inch footer was pretty much at the virgin ground below topsoil. So this is all built up more than 4 feet. No, this is all built up 4 feet. So it's taking shape. It's getting somewhere. We gotta get some more dirt in here, but you gotta start with some layers, get some dirt moved around, spread out, let the rain hit it, let it pack, grade it, and then put some more dirt on it. So that's where we're at right now. We've got, I think at some point, I'm gonna bring in 2 loads of clean fill dirt to just bring it up a little bit more. Now you're about to see the concrete. You ready? All right, here's what it looks like. Steve got the plastic and all of the grid in. Let's see, today is Wednesday. It is 7:53. And he got that in on Monday. Looks nice. Concrete guys should be showing up any minute. We've got our washout bag ready over there for the trucks. And hopefully we'll be seeing some concrete here soon.
Told me they can't find anybody to work.
What? Boy, oh boy, did this turn into quite the adventure the last couple hours. One of my first questions this morning was, do you have the power trowel? Long story short, they didn't. They had one at their shop that a guy was supposed to bring. He couldn't get it running, and they ended up having to go 45 minutes each way to get one at the closest rental store. Turned into a mess, but they got it power troweled. It looks really good. I'm really glad that they hit it. It was much too dry to do what they did, but they kept it pretty wet while they were doing it. I think it looks pretty good. Concrete always looks good when you screed it, and then it's like the more you work it, the looks just kind of go downhill until it cures, and then it looks great again. I've got a little bit of a mess. Man, you can feel the heat off of that. A little bit of a mess right here that I got to clean up. We've got a 6-foot apron that we're gonna pour across here once the brick, struggling for words here, once the brick is in, we got to pour that, because if we pour it now, we'll be covering, you guys can't even see, we'll cover up our brick ledge, and that won't be good. So we want to pour that, lock in the bottom course of brick, and we've also got a little bit of a mess from our concrete clean out. No big deal. I'm gonna be seeing this project to the end, so I might make another video or two on some bits and pieces that we're gonna end up doing. As far as the foundation goes, we're done, we're good. That stage is finished, and in the rear view will be today's Wednesday. They're gonna saw cut it tomorrow, seal it. I'm gonna be out of town, but Tuesday we're gonna start framing. See where that takes us, but that's it for this video. Appreciate you watching. Hope you check out some of the others.